Hello, welcome to our assembly. I'm recording this on Thursday. It's really, really hot. I hope everybody managed to cool down a little bit. I want to share a story with you today because obviously it's just really good to share a story. And it's very, very simple. It's very, very basic, but there's a really, really complicated discussion point, a question that's part way through. So I want you to have a really good listen and have a think what you would do in this sort of circumstance, how you think that the characters behaved, because sometimes the simplest stories can actually be really, really complicated to talk about and take a really long time. And this is one of those. So it really makes you think. So let's get ready to have a really good think. Okay, are we ready? Let me share my screen with you. Okay, this book is called The Suitcase. It's by Chris Naylor Ballesteros. And there's a review by Axel Scheffler, who is the illustrator of The Gruffalo and works with Julia Donaldson. A simple, powerful way to introduce the idea of kindness to strangers to young children. Okay, The Suitcase. Here we go. Now just have a look at what's happening in this picture and talk about this as a class. What's actually happening here? What expression is on their face? Don't know if it's a boy or girl, calling him they. Are they going an easy route? Why can't they go a different route? Why can't they get in the car and go somewhere with a suitcase? Look at the clouds. Are they leaving somewhere happy or not happy? Lots to think about. Okay. A strange animal arrived one day, looking dusty, tired, sad, and frightened. Dusty, tired, sad, and frightened. Now, why would the animal, hey, there you go, pulling a big suitcase, why would he be dusty and sad and frightened? If he arrived, he's been on a journey. Wonder where he's been. Wonder where he's come from. What do you think? Have a chat. Okay. You've had your chat. I wonder what your ideas are. Hi there, said the bird. What's in your suitcase? My suitcase? Well, there's a teacup. A teacup? That's a big suitcase for a little teacup. Well, yes, I suppose it is. But there's a table for my teacup and a wooden chair for me to sit on too. It's a strange thing to have in a suitcase. I wonder how he's managing that. There's a table and a chair in your suitcase? Impossible. Well, it's his suitcase. But a table and a chair? Really? Yes. And there's a little kitchen in a wooden cabin where I make my tea. That's my home. Oh. Does it look like that suitcase will fit the house in it? I'm not sure. It's on a hillside surrounded by trees, and on a clear day you can see the sea. It's all there in my suitcase. How strange. But I'm sorry. I'm really very, very tired. I've been travelling for a long time and come a long way. I must have a little rest. Oh, what a strange animal. I've never seen anything like him before. Neither have I. But we really should let him sleep for a while. Well, I don't trust him. How do we know he's telling the truth? There's only one way to find out. What do you think they're going to do? How are they going to find out what the truth is? Have a think about each of the characters. Bird's really curious. The yellow thing, which I think might be a rabbit, seems sympathetic, and the fox doesn't trust him, does he? Wonder what they're going to do. Have a chat, see what you think is going to happen next. Share your ideas. Right. Fox is saying, someone passed me a big rock. We're going to break open the suitcase and see what's inside. The bird saying, maybe we should. We need to know the truth because the bird is curious. But the rabbit, is saying, you can't do that. It's not ours. So the rabbit is still sympathetic. In no time at all, the suitcase was open. So what's in the suitcase? What can you see? How does this picture fit with the rest of the story, with what's been said? See, a broken teacup and an old photograph. He lied to us. Well, no, he did say there was a teacup. Well, yes, and now his suitcase is broken too. What's he going to think of us? So there was a photograph. And what did he say was in the suitcase? Do you remember? He said there was a table and a chair and a house with a kitchen where he made his tea. And look, there's the table and the chair and the house with the kitchen where he's made his tea. Now we have photographs so that we can remember things. So he's actually got his memories, and they're all the things that he can remember of where he used to live, of his home, are in that suitcase. So he said that it's these things, but actually he's talking about his memories and that photo. Meanwhile, the sleeping stranger dreamed about running away and hiding, about climbing over mountains, swimming across deep waters, and he dreamed about his suitcase and all that he had inside it. Wow. So he's had to run away. He's had to hide. We know that he's left his home. We know that he's had to climb over mountains carrying his suitcase, and he's not had any transportation. He swum across deep waters, and all the while dreaming about his suitcase and all that he had inside it, which is his memories of his home. When he finally woke up, he couldn't believe what the other animals had done. What's happened? Wonder why they did this. I'm sorry I broke your suitcase. We fixed it as best we could, and we've been busy while you were sleeping. We hope you like it. Thank you, it's perfect. There's just one tiny problem. We're going to need more teacups. Why do they need more teacups? That's right, because he's actually saying you can come and sit and drink a cup of tea with me. You can be my friends. So what does this have to do with anything that's going on in the world today? Have a talk as a class. Have a think. Share. Stop your videos. Share your ideas. That's right. There are people who are leaving their homes in other parts of the world at the moment, and we see stories about Ukraine. There are people who are leaving their homes in Ukraine because it's not safe for them to stay there, and they are having to leave the country, and they are having to travel to other places. And these people are called refugees because they're looking for refuge, which is a safe place to be. So now imagine if you can take a bag from your house and you can only put one thing in it, just one thing. But it wouldn't be your Xbox because you can't plug it in. What would that one thing be? And then think about taking one photo. What one photo would you take with you for your memories? Okay, share your ideas. Now, let's go back a couple of pages. Just want to skip back through. He said, I'm sorry. I'm really very, very tired. I've been traveling for a long time and come a long way. I must have a little rest. So he's had to have a rest. He's exhausted because he wants a safe place to be. And actually, in the end, the other animals give him that safe place. They help him to be safe. So you can be safe in your house. It means it won't rain on you. It means that the wind won't blow in, or if it's really, really hot like today, you've got somewhere to go and shelter in the cool. Okay? But you can feel emotionally safe as well. And the animal is looking for somewhere where he feels emotionally and mentally safe, because he's looking for somewhere where he knows that bad things aren't going to happen, where he can be happy, where he can have friends. So he's had to leave his home, and in this story we don't know why he's had to leave his home. People from Ukraine are having to leave their homes because there is a war that's being fought there. But how do you make people happy in a home? What do you do? And it's all of the things that we've talked about recently about welcoming people to Wincham, welcoming people to Northwich and saying, yep, I don't care where you come from. I don't care that you've got blue skin and an odd tail and a funny shaped head. You're welcome here. I don't care that you're the sort of creature that we've never seen before. You're welcome here. Okay? And that's the thing. It doesn't matter whether you identify as a boy or a girl, whether you're gay or straight or lesbian or transgender. It doesn't matter whether you're a Sikh, a Muslim, whether you're Jewish, whether you've only got one leg, whether you can't see. It doesn't make any difference. It doesn't matter if you're a refugee from the Ukraine. None of these things matter, because you are welcome here. And I know, like I've said before, I could trust all of you to make anybody who turns up welcome to our school, because it's what we do. Although you might not make them a cup of tea, you might show them where the water fountain is and where the loos are and things like that. So there we go. We've got new memories. We've got the old memories there, and we've got the new memories. We're not saying that the place that he's staying in is better or worse than where he was before, but you can have happy memories from one place and happy memories from another place. I really, really like this book. I think it's a really lovely story about how people can be welcomed to somewhere new. I think it's a really lovely message to give to people that actually we can help people to feel good, even though they might have had to leave their previous homes for sad reasons. And like I said, in Monday's assembly, when we were reading the lovely book Bigu, it's about being inclusive. And we've got our global goals as well. So let's have a quick think. What of our global goals are really, really important if we've got people who are coming to Wincham? If we've got people with differences at Wincham. Okay, stop the video, have a think, have a quick chat as a class. I think you've probably got reduced inequalities. I think you've probably got gender equality. I think you've probably got peace, justice, and strong institutions. And maybe, just maybe, you've got partnerships for the goals as well, because it's no good me saying that everybody is welcome at Wincham. You guys all need to believe it as well. You guys all need to make sure that everybody is welcome at Wincham. It's one thing for me to say it, but actually you've got to help me out with this as well. Okay, so let's make sure you help me out with this. Okay, you make sure everybody is welcome at Wincham, that we all play together regardless of our differences, and have a lovely rest of the day. Bye-bye.